Hi, continuing on our Wi-Fi knowledge journey, I'd like to share a few challenges specific to Wi-Fi 6E based products, primarily from the RF hardware perspective. I've covered some challenges with respect to Wi-Fi 6E from the protocol aspects, but this is very specific to the RF. My name is Shrikant and I am with NanoCell Networks. So if you take an access point product which is just coming up and likely to be popular in the near future, we are looking at what we call as tri-band products. And typically we have had dual band supporting 2.4 and 5. Now we'll have 2.4, 5 and 6 gigahertz coming together in an access point products. Client products might have slightly lesser radios, at least simultaneously operating radios, though they might support all three. They might have simultaneous operation of one or two bands. Okay, so it's the access point which is very likely to have simultaneous operation on 6, 5, and 2.4, and that's where I see some challenges specific to RF hardware. Of course, before I even look at the RF hardware, remember that the new product with the tri-band support will accommodate multiple antennas system specific to 6 gigahertz, the MIMO, and all the RF chains. There's an extra baseband complexity which is going to come in. So it is going to be a slightly heavy duty solution as compared to our, say, popular current dual band solutions. So that's definitely something which we will see reflected in from chipset costs to power consumption, placement of antennas. Now you're looking at, a 4 by 4 implies four here, four antennas there, four antennas there. So you're looking at 12 antenna products. And of course, there are a few products which might even have four radio support with a variety of configuration possibility. But maybe the three radio or the tri-band one with three radio is likely to be more popular. Specific RF challenge, apart from the generic challenges that I talked about, is the coexistence of the 5 gig and the 6 gig radio. Okay. Luckily for us, 2.4 and 5 had enough distance from the frequency perspective that you could simultaneously operate on 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. And because the filters are such that, I'm just drawing a brick wall kind of filter, of course, the real filter will roll off. Okay. And luckily for us, the 5 gigahertz filters, occupying the full 5 gigahertz band, let's say, and then rolling off, they hardly have very little impact. But look at the 5 gigahertz filter impact now on 6 gigahertz, and now you have the 6 gig filter as well close by. It's going to roll off well into the 5 gigahertz spectrum. Okay. And so these areas are the problem areas when, let's say, in an access point, when you have the 5 gig, let's say, transmitting and say the 6 gig receiving, that's when you're going to face some challenges. Okay, because these are, remember, wideband RF filters. We're talking about gigahertz kind of bandwidth, so they will need roll-offs, as we call in the filter language. They will have space in the frequency domain where their attenuation will go down. So it will need some specialized designs to really come up with filters which can roll off faster, etc. So even though technically 5 gig and 6 gig might be available in many geographical regions, products are being put out. Remember that there might be limitations on the channels being used, especially remember that the most popular 6 gigahertz region is the so-called Uni-Fi, uh, because apart from just the US and Canada kind of regions, you also have Europe signing for Uni-Fi. So that's where the interference is going to be strong between the 5 gig and 6 gig operations. Okay. And that's where the interesting challenge and the consequent complexity and cost of RF filters, which can manage the simultaneous operation of 5 gig and 6 gig. Okay. So I think that's something to check up as we get more and more products rolled out, especially the access point products. And hopefully we will find good RF solutions which can take care of such roll-offs in the practical scenario without too much increase in complexity, cost, and power consumption. So hopefully you found that video useful. For more, please see our website. Please also look at Wi-Fi Now Academy for courses in this area. Thank you.